So Moog's husband was taken by someone else in her tribe, and she was upset. Rightly so. Even hill giants have feelings. So yeah, and that's kind of how that worked out. And Lilith decided to help Moog out, and the next time they're down in that area, we'll hopefully get there. And they got this little plan going. So when the adventurers get there, they're gonna signal Moog, who will be back at her village, and the that part of the adventure will go ahead, I guess, as planned, which will be great. That'll be awesome to see. So what else we got? So this is kind of like, this is the kind of the map that I have. I think I added a few more, just little things. Some dirt here and there. Some dirt. I think I went to rubble. Yeah, I see like dirt patches and stuff like that off to the side there. Yeah. Lower that down, obviously. I think I'm going to change the opacity on it just so it blends a little nicer, because it's snowy outside and stuff. Yeah, that actually looks really good. I'm going to move it probably under here so it looks like it's part of that path. That path like that. So not bad. I might actually take that. I'm going to duplicate it by Control D and kind of pop it over here. And I'm going to twist that so it just looks different. Maybe add that to that like that. Just stuff like that. I mean, you can obviously turn your maps any way you want, or make your maps any way you want. Probably do a little bit over here, because obviously the spray of the thing damage gets all blown out, right? Snowy dirt. Gotta always have some snowy dirt. There's some snowy dirt for y'all. It still looks like it's like popped out of the so yeah, there. I can even bring down the opacity of this guy, because it just looks out of place. When it was that high detail, it looks like it's just out of place. So yeah. And you can find other ways to do it too. I mean, it may just not be opacity. I find it actually works not too bad though. Even though it's slightly clear, like you can kind of see the wood underneath here. I think it still looks pretty good. Because saturation, color, brightness. You could turn it into a snowball if you want. Yeah. Anyways, so that's that, and that is our map. Make sure you save and save map. So hi, welcome. I am Calviok. Welcome to the realm. I kind of do a lot of everything. I am hopefully going to get my 3D printers, either camera up in the top corner or whichever corners or whatever, going at some point. I also do woodworking as well, which is what my main business is. I'm building a main business, so I don't have to do much in the way of retail anymore, but it's hopefully an ends to a means. And yeah, I'm going to load up a map for you all to see. And depending on who's watching, this is kind of the one I've been working on recently. Which is the Eyes of the Allfather. So I'm going to open up this one. And if my people are watching, might not want to watch right now. So this one was a map from the adventure. So it's already has happened. Sorry, already is happening. This is exactly where they got when we ended off. This is where they are here, as you can see. So they are here. She's bear-shaped into, Lilith is bear-shaped into a bear. We got Harshnag. Harshnag is a giant, an adventuring giant. This is where all the dead people are. They ran into a party of 4 barbarians who are also trying to get into the temple here. And that is Lilith right there. I just pull her off to the side where they can't see her. So when she changes back into human form, I have her icon ready to go, her token ready to go. Just makes it super easy. There's the stone blocks one that I showed you before. And what's interesting about this is because I'll go down to level 2. So level 2 is the actual map that I took. I blew it up. I imported it. You can import media right here. And I literally just drew everything around it. So not like perfect, not 100%, but I think it turned out great. Ooh, there's so many things I can show. I'm just not sure if I should. These are the spider caves. There is a entrance, which they'll probably find. And there's some nasty, nasty spiders in here. They may not even find it. They may not even find it. Which, you know, is fine as well. So there's this. So this is the main temple area. There's the big giant statues of all the giants. Part of the ordning. And if I go down to 2, this is kind of what it looks like beforehand. And you go back up, and that's what I created. These are all part of the toolkit. So this one's from the Dungeons Deep. So if you have that pack, easiest way to show you is in the music one. And there it is, Dungeons Deep. So if you get Dungeons Deep, if you purchase it from ArkenForge, you literally get everything that came out under Dungeons Deep, which was a lot of stuff. There's Undercity, there's Secrets of the Pharaoh, Rotting Catacombs, Lost Mines Deep, Lair of the Spider Queen, Hellscapes is kind of cool. Dungeons of the Vampire King is actually really cool too. Dungeons of Pain, and the City of Dwarfs, which I actually have a city kind of made up. I was kind of hoping when they made it to Mirabar yesterday, I was kind of hoping they'd be interested in seeing the Dwarven city. But they did not. So, yeah. So that's pretty much all I'm going to show you here. Just in case they're watching or they go to the YouTube before next Saturday. I will load up that Dwarven city, though, for you. If you want to see the Dwarven city. I'm sure you do. Dwarven, yeah. There we are. And the nice thing about your start points, if you set your start point, that is where it will always load. So it's not just a start point for your character, it's a start point for where your maps will load. So obviously it will start up here for me. This, if I hit click on this while we're in scenario, will take me to the map of Mirabar. So you can literally add maps and transitions and kind of like sections to it. So I'll kind of show you that works. So I'm in scenario. If I click on mirror bar, it'll ask me, do you want to load this map? So that way you can kind of transition. Obviously it's not set up in the same place, but yeah, so you can do that. And this is all I had for mirror bar because it's a massive city. And I've already made a massive city. And I'd show you, except it takes, it's like 7 to 10 minutes to load. It actually takes a long time. And we know that on the internet, that's a lot of time. So I'm going to load the Dwarven City again. And the Dwarven City are all kind of pre-made. Like these are all pre-made packs that I just kind of stuck together. So when you do get Dungeons Deep, not only do you get areas like this. So this is where they have all their carts and mining or supply carts and stuff like that. And through the gates, and then you have sawmill inside. You got forge over here. You got weaponry here. Supplies. I've kind of set it up just whatever way you want to set it up. If you want to go cartographer, and then you go down to your modular, and there's all the ancient temple runes. You got your blood arena. That was new. That was kind of cool. Lair of the Spider Queen. I got ice and snow in here. Just buildings are just completely empty buildings. They're not furnished. And sorry, I passed the Dwarven City of the Dwarfs. So there's just the regular buildings, or there's the furnished that you can choose from. So then you got your furnished and stuff down here. This is all abandoned stuff. Yeah, okay. So they have some abandoned stuff right at the beginning. And then they have your Dwarven Forge, your storage, fountain hall. Ooh, a gem room. Must be the Arkenstone. Ooh. I don't remember seeing that one before, so it's kind of cool. Looks really good. And let's see. It's like a throne room here. I don't remember what this room is. But you can just kind of plop them down, connect them together, turn them all about. Got a treasure room here too. Oh, this is the waiting room. I have no idea what you're waiting for. And I can like delete this, and then I can add another wall because that door doesn't lead anywhere. There's the mess hall leading right here. There's like a secret area back in here, which obviously is going to take you right to the treasure hoard. Which is actually kind of cool. Love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, I made it pretty big. So these guys I don't want. So maybe I should show you how to kind of set this up a little bit. So let's just say we want this guy here. Always right click, but it's not facing the right way. So if you highlight the whole thing, you can actually just turn it around. And I find that whenever I use my shift key, it never clicks right into the spot that I want. I might have something unselected, but normally if you hold down your shift, it should go click, click, click right into the degrees and the spots there. So I move that around. If you come in here and go to contextual options, you can ungroup this group. So once you've done that, you can literally start picking things apart. So maybe you don't want this guy here anymore. Oh, do I have to hold shift? Nope. He's just gonna call me a liar now. So I can apparently take this out. I wonder why it's off centered like that. It's weird. Oh, they centered it up on here. That's cool. That's cool. If you hold shift, and you notice that this turns green, you can literally, with this selected, you can literally put it anywhere you want. So now, if I put it over here and I move this, so that way you can line up things a little bit better. So what they were doing was lining it up with the center here. So they wanted out like that far, and they lined it up to the center. Kind of interesting. For me, I kind of like it right on top of it, so I know where to put it. But that makes sense. Like in map mapping, you want everything symmetrical and so forth, so that makes sense. And I think it's still gonna consider me. Oh, there you go. Consider me a liar. See, this is kind of weird too, because that's all the way over there as well. I don't know why it's doing that. Did it do that with everything? Is that why I can't select this guy? Oh, yeah. Well, what else am I moving here? Oh. Wow. Like the floor and everything's attached to him. It's kind of weird too, isn't it? So many pieces kind of go into this. It's kind of crazy. Really cool though. Like you can do some amazing things with this program. It's all centered off. But anyway, so now that I did that, I'm probably going to just group everything back together again because reasons. Oh, that's why they were locked. And group. All right, so that's why, because some of them were literally locked. So if you do this, and you can unlock everybody, and then you can touch all the things. I should have remembered that. All right, let's add another piece. There you go. I mean, that's pretty darn close. Now there's your light barriers, of course. That's even better. Okay. And you could also turn this one around too. Like you could just have the entrance coming in this way, or you could completely 180 it and have them go in the other direction too. And like the gold. We're gonna flip this around. This has a lot of shadows and stuff. This might be a little slow. I don't know if that's optimization or my PC. But the door's over here. So how about I go there and move that door? By the way, if you're liking the music that's playing right now, it is from Harris Heller. Go check them out. It's Stream Beats. And these are free music that you can use on your streams and YouTube channels without being a DMCA hit, which is fantastic. Although it's just really confusing what all that stuff means. So just keep yourself safe. If you're new to streaming, try and look for all that royalty-free stuff so you don't get dinged or anything like that, because that would be, for most people, the end of their streaming career. There. So just as simple as that. It's probably also a little slow because I have quite a big city here already. And then if you have this off to the side like this too, I mean, this could be another area that they play into, and you could have teleports. You could have a teleport right there at the entrance, so they can teleport in. Images, teleport. Oh, really? Oh, it's portal, I think. Yeah. So you can do this kind of stuff. So you get your portal gates, portal circles. Just say like there's a portal right there. And these guys are animated. So there you are. Portal. And that, I mean, that could even be if your mage knows where it is, or if there's a scroll or something that he reads or somebody reads. Maybe a portal opens up over here in the armory here. Boom. Oh my gosh, a portal. And there you go. Now you have a portal, which will lead here. You can make a whole new map. So if your map's starting to get really big, you can obviously break it up into sections and save it on different under different names and stuff, and link it like I did here. So like I can click this and go to mirror bar in scenario mode. Or you can just kind of have them off of the map. So maybe you have a dungeon and there's a secret entrance, but you don't want it right connected here, or maybe it's one of those weird mazes that kind of turn and you never really know where you're going because it keeps moving on you. You can totally do that too, and you can put it out over here and over here and like up in here and just have them teleport any which way you want. I guess that's more D&D than it is ArkenForge, isn't it? But it's all the limits of your imagination. And now I have to hold shift for that one because it's all locked. And then I'll delete that. Hold shift, draw a box around it, and it'll select it for you, especially when it's a locked tile. Cool. And that is my Dwarven City. Well, hello, Matt Helmsman. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. When did you get in? This is the Dwarven City below Mirabar, which I kind of hoping you guys were interested in, but I mean that's just you know, if you're not, you're not. I guess that's the challenge, right? I mean, you're probably finding that too, with just map making, not even like ArkenForge, but map making in general. It's just like, oh, I got these ideas for this awesome map, and then they're like, oh, they went left instead of right, and stuff like that. So. 5 or 6 minutes ago, yeah, it's horrible. I know. And it's funny because either you do it to me or I do it to you, depending on who's running the game. But yeah, that's true. Yeah, at least you're not drawing them anymore. Because, I mean, pointing and clicking and dropping them in is a whole lot easier. But the map I was kind of just showing before is the map you guys are on now. And that took me 3 or 4 hours total time. Not all in one sitting. To get that one perfect. It had, I can't really say. I had to add a lot of stuff to it. Just so it doesn't look the same. Because I don't want it to look the same. I want it to look real. I want it to look like it's been lived in. And, yeah. I hate when everything looks the same. Well, you know, if you spend the money, you can get just as good assets as me. Oh, it's kind of crazy. They open another Kickstarter, and it's for modern stuff. So you can walk around. You have guns. You got computer terminals. You got futuristic looking things. Cyberpunkish, Warzone, wow. Even, what do you call it? probably just go and show it or something. Hold on. Boom. ArkenForge Kickstarter. Sci-fi Toolkit. Yeah, so Sci-fi Toolkit. So this is the Kickstarter here. And you got your sci-fi stuff, content pack, sci-fi essentials. There's like a cool little jet and stuff in there. Missiles, war stuff. This kind of looks very cyberpunkish. Modern type stuff. Look at that bathroom. Something we don't have in the regular ArkenForge is a outhouse. I know you can get one. You got spaceships here too. Different levels of the spaceship you can make. And you got, what are they saying this? The Compound Command Center, Wild West Saloon. So maybe not as modern, but definitely not, you know, sword and magic. So you got asphalt, transporters, railway express, construction, medical. Terminate, must kill. Weapons, military gear, stuff like that. And yeah, and space. I mean, you can have all these backgrounds for your ship, and your ship's like flying over all of these planets and stuff like that. Some of it's animated as well, which is kind of cool. They got aliens and xenomorphs and xenobiology, space marines, so a little more futuristic, laboratory type stuff. Oh, wasteland. That's what I was trying to say, is wasteland. So you can kind of make it like tabletop Fallout, which would be pretty sweet. Abandoned towns, desert settlements, the Wild West is there again. Oh, overgrown. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. It's like they're taking that Wilds pack, and turning it into the modern stuff. Turning everything green. It's just a slight hue adjustment. And yeah, and then they're still showing you the ArkenForge stuff. You can link your map seamlessly, go to the wastelands and stuff, and then it loads up. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think I like that. That's a pretty darn cool feature, that one, for sure. I mean, it's the same feature as what I already have, but it just looks cool. And there's people. Oh my God, they're not wearing masks. That must have been pre-COVID. But yeah, so yeah, if you wanted a futuristic type one, I'm not really interested in that, so I'm not gonna do that. But there it is. It's pretty cool.